Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to set up and configure Selenium WebDriver, and also we will see how to write the first Selenium script. So let's get started and how Selenium WebDriver works. Let's say for example, we have a browser and we perform some user actions on this browser and we wanted to automate these actions, and that can be done using Selenium WebDriver. And we discussed what's a WebDriver in the introduction section. So WebDriver is a set of libraries. Using these set of libraries, WebDriver is going to communicate with the browser, right? And how are we going to use this WebDriver, to write the automation scripts? So for that, we can have any IDE of our choice. IDE is integrated development environment. So it's a code editor like Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ, any editor, right? Code editor you can choose. And we write the script using this code editor. And how do we write the code is, WebDriver has said it's a set of libraries, meaning library is a collection of, jar files, and each jar is in turn a collection of packages and classes, right? So using again, the classes will have methods, right? So using these classes and methods of, this WebDriver, so this has methods and classes, and we'll use these classes and methods and write the automation script in using this IDs, right? And WebDriver knows how to communicate with the browser. So this is how we are going to write the script, and this is how WebDriver will communicate with the browser, and this is how WebDriver works. WebDriver is called as API, Application Programming Interface, as it acts as the interface between our code editor and the browser. Right now, as a first step, what we'll do is WebDriver is an open source. Selenium is an open source, right? So we are going to download this WebDriver, and as a second step, we'll open any IDE of our choice, and then we'll see how to configure this WebDriver in our IDE, followed by a first script we are going to write is in Selenium. All right. So just type selenium.dev. You'll be navigated to the official website of Selenium. So this is the official website of Selenium. You can see the components, three components which we discussed, right? These are the three components: Selenium WebDriver, IDE, and Selenium. So you can see downloads here. Just click on this downloads, slowly scroll down. You will see the WebDriver language bindings, right? So these are the programming languages supported by Selenium. You can find Java here, and you see a stable here, right? So a link here. Always you'll have a latest stable version for download here. So don't bother about this version. Just go ahead and click on this link and always download the latest stable version. Now see, zip file is started getting downloaded, right? So fully, and once the download is done, right, so you will see something like this, the zip file, right? This zip file. So just ignore all the other files, just see this file. So this is how you'll get a zip file in your case. And it's always a practice to actually create a folder, maybe in any drive. I created it in my C drive, so with the name drivers, and copy this zip file here and then extract it. Right click, extract all. I already extracted this file. You can see that here. Just open this. Once the extraction is done, you can see number of Java. I'll click on create a Java project, as that will be the first step, right? I created the project. I'm going to create a package. I'll name my package as something like com dot some sample, and then we'll start creating the class. Okay, let's create a class. I'll name my class as first Selenium script. All right, first step, what we'll do is we'll actually add the WebDriver to our project. And how do we do that? Right click on the project, go to properties, click on Java build path. You will see the number of tabs here, right? So click on libraries, click on the add external jars, and you can see here, right? navigate to the WebDriver folder where you extracted it. So you can see all the jar files here, right? So just do Control A and then click on open. So all files got added. Go back and select all, meaning do again Control A, exclude lib directory as we already added the files under it, and click on open again. So all the jar files got added to the project now. Just click on apply and close. So we have the libraries which come with the WebDriver. We added them to our project now. All right, now we are ready to write our first automation script. So I created a class. So I have a main method in it, and I'm going to write the first automation script now. For that, the first step would be system dot set property. So system is a class and set property is a method which actually takes two parameters, key and a value pair. So a key and a value pair. So key will be WebDriver dot Chrome dot. I'm going to use browser as Chrome here. So WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and value will be the executable for the browser, right? And how do we get the executable? So what's the executable first of all? So executable of a browser is, so WebDriver needs to launch the browser, right? So to do any user action, it needs to launch the browser. And how do it launch? So it needs the executable. So we need to download the executable. And for that, we'll again go back to the official documentation of Selenium and slowly scroll down here. You will find something called browser. So click on that. Here you see all the supported browsers by Selenium. So as we wanted to, automate the script for Google Chrome. So just click on Chrome documentation. You will see all versions available in downloads and latest beta release, latest stable release as well, right? So how do we download or which file to download? For that, we need to know which Chrome version we are using. How to find Chrome version is, you see three dots on the top right corner, right? So click on that, go to help about Google Chrome. You will see the version of your Google Chrome. So the first two numbers or the first number which comes before the dot, right? So that's called major version, and whatever is after that is called as minor version. So you don't need to bother about this minor version. At least before the dot should be considered till here, right? This is my Google Chrome version. So that we need to find it out here. So if you don't find that here as a latest stable release, so you will actually click on this downloads and find the correct executable, Chrome driver executable, right? So here in my case, it actually matched with the major and minor version till the this dot, right? So just click on this, and again you will see a list of files here for each operating system, right? And I wanted to download this Chrome driver executable for my Windows operating system. So I'm going to click on this zip file. So you can see the zip starts getting downloaded, right? So in my case, I already downloaded, I just cancel it. So in your case, you'll just proceed and allow the download to complete fully. And then you can see here, as I have many folders, so I just created another folder with my Chrome version and copied my zip file here. So this is Chrome driver executable, right? Let me extract this and open this folder. You see an executable here, right? This is the Chrome driver executable. And this we need to provide it in the system.setProperty value. So we need to provide the full path. And how do we get the full path is, so just hold on shift key and right click. You will get an option as copy as path. And remember, you need to hold on shift key. Otherwise, you will not get this option. I'll show you. See, I didn't hold the shift key, so you'll not find this copy as path now. So only if you if you hold down shift key and right click, only then you will find this copy as path. Just remember that and click on this copy as path. And go back, copy this path. You will get a extra slash here, extra quote. Just remove that at the beginning and end. So what did we do here? We wanted to let the WebDriver or let the program know where the browser executable is present. So that we actually specified in the value, and the key will be the driver. So driver variable webdriver.chrome.driver. So this will be assigned the executable so that the program knows how to, or the WebDriver knows from where to actually pick up the executable and launch the browser. So that will be the first step in the while writing the automation script. And this browser can be any browser supported by Selenium. We have just chosen Google Chrome as an example here, right? So the second step will be, or the second line of code will be WebDriver. We'll be creating a object of WebDriver interface and we'll instantiate it to the Google Chrome, right? Chrome driver. So Chrome driver is a class here, which is actually implementing the WebDriver interface. So we discussed WebDriver is an interface, right? So Chrome driver is a class which is implementing the WebDriver interface here. So we are getting error as we need to import this WebDriver interface into our project, right? So import WebDriver from org.openqa.selenium. Just click on this. So it gets imported from this package. Same goes for the Chrome driver class as well. So import it from org.openqa.selenium.chrome. This is the package where this Chrome driver class is present. That's all. We are done with writing the first automation script, right? So right click, run as Java application. So it should launch the Chrome browser. See, it launched the Chrome browser, and you can see a note also here. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. This is coming from the Google.